Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
Let's keep it personal, Murphy. I want to right a wrong here. I want to talk about something that over the years, over time, even on the show today, when we were talking about the spaghetti squash that, Catherine had sent in. Thanks for the spaghetti squash recipe. And I talked about how, and it's true that all these years of being married to you and cooking for you and preparing food for you, Murphy always has something to say about it. Right, Sam?
He's a discerning palate.
He does. And
it's generally positive, though, right? I mean,
you're a natural critic for someone, and you don't mean to come off critical, but you do kind of suggest what could be done differently when you're eating something. He does.
Yeah, but like he says, Murphy never says, "Oh, this is awful."
No,
I'll never make this again.
No. But you understand, I've been cooking for him. We've been sharing meals together for years, and so I have heard everything. But I do want to shout this out and flip this, because he's also a delight when you surprise him with something simple that a few times I've done something really simple to switch it up and make something new. And he is wowed. And it's so exciting when that happens. And that happened this week with the dumbest thing. Do you know what I'm about to talk about?
Are you talking about the little taco thingies?
I'm talking about the coleslaw.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to do tacos this week. I did them the other night.
Yeah.
And I was shopping for all the ingredients, and I was in the produce section. And instead of lettuce, I'm like, I'm sick. I'm not sick of it. I love, crunchy things. I love salad. And I thought, one of the best things you can put on tacos is coleslaw. You can make your own slaw. You buy the dried, sliced up cabbage. You buy a bag of slaw, unless you want to old school make your own. I didn't want to do that, so I bought a bag of slaw.
Didn't they used to have a little thing on TV, and as seen on TV, that you could turn cabbage into coleslaw in 2 seconds?
Yeah, and you can do that with a grater.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just remember that.
Anyway.
A whole head of cabbage, and there you go.
I bought a bag of slaw.
Tired of making.
It's like green cabbage, red cabbage, and one other thing in there. Whatever. Anybody can buy
Did
that.
it have all the sauces in there too? Or
no, it was just straight, because I could do whatever I wanted. And I was looking for some sort of avocado dressing to go with it, because I wanted an avocado slaw. You can do you don't have to do just mayo. I didn't find that.
Those are good. Where was it that I know that's not what you're talking about, but I had a green goddess dressing on something recently. Remember that?
A deli down the street.
Oh, that's right.
It was delicious.
Unbelievable how good that was. Yeah.
So
you ever had a green goddess
really
dressing?
Good,
no, I don't even know what green goddess is.
It's a dressing.
It's an avocado-based dressing, but it's flavorful and punchy.
Creamy,
it's
too.
Delicious. Yeah.
Creamy. Mm-hmm. Anyway, going back, I couldn't find the avocado dressing I wanted in the store. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll make do at home. That's what you do when you're a cook. I know I have stuff at home. So it's taco night. I'm making the tacos. It's time to get the slaw out. And all I had was ranch. And so I did a little bit of ranch. I did some seasonings, just some, I don't know. You don't know this, but I did a little salt. And I think I did a little garlic powder. And I tossed it, and I put a little some peanuts in there, because we had peanuts.
Oh, yeah.
Just do whatever you've got in the pantry. And so he ate the tacos with the slaw, and he thought that was the greatest thing that I had ever done. Well, you acted like it. It was so funny.
Well, it was a good combo.
Yes, and it was different.
I think that because people tend to, we all do, right? The same things the same way. You picture what a taco looks like, and there's virtually not going to be much variety. You go to somebody's house, it's going to be lettuce, it's going to be tomato, it's going to be cheese, it's going to be sour. It's the same.
It used to be, anyway.
The same stuff,
I feel like tacos have come a long way.
Well, that's my point. My point is right, exactly. Kind of breaking out of that and trying something, different. Yeah. It's the reason that slaw goes so great on pulled pork, for example, in a sandwich. It's the kind of combo that just works. But yeah, it was great.
And then the next night when we had them left over, same deal. Man, those were so good. And I promise you, nothing else was different. Well, it was just the slaw.
No, it wasn't just the slaw. You're using, what do you call these? Birria.
It's a flavored tortilla.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a low carb.
Oh, so they have birria flavored ones.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to me, like a standard tortilla. And again, this is that palate thing. And let me explain the palate thing. The only analogy I can think of, Jodi, is it's like, when you try to explain to people the redhead thing, that gum is more powerful than it is, and that anesthesia doesn't work. That is that is what's going on, with me when it comes to black pepper and certain flavors and tastes. it's not an opinion. It's not me being it is not me being curmudgeon-y. It's there's a bitterness, there's an extra sensitivity to that kind of spice. And just like there is like the cilantro thing is like an uncontrollable one. And for anybody that's got that gene, they know what I'm talking about. It is so overwhelming that, you can't, it's not a choice. It is what it is.
It's what you're experiencing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, so tortillas, the basic prepackaged ones, not the fresh ones made in restaurants, which
Those
are really
are
the best
amazing.
ones. But the prepackaged ones, they got a funny smell. I don't really care for them very much. And what you got is really, it's flavorful. It's different. And so the whole package to me was delicious.
Yeah. So anyway, it was just whenever you do surprise him and he has something new, it becomes just, oh, wow. So now I'm always, or at least until you're tired of it, we're going to be doing slaw with our tacos. And you can do it a million different ways.
Yeah, I've seen it done with like fruit preserves or, like mango slaw.
Anything
or
that you want to sort of bind it with. It doesn't have to be heavy either. And what's so funny about it, it trickles down into my life. I love salad, and how you love pizza.
Yes.
I love salad, and I'll eat a salad every day, and it doesn't have to be the same thing. Sometimes it doesn't have lettuce. Sometimes it's like olives and chickpeas and cucumbers and corn, and some crazy dressing. I love salad. I like crunchy, fresh, cold. I can make a meal of it. So I have it here at work. I have a coleslaw salad in the fridge waiting for me any minute whenever I'm ready to have something to eat. And it has coleslaw on the bottom. I mix it with some dressing that I like. I have a sesame Asian dressing.
Ooh.
I put peanuts on it.
Yeah.
I put some chickpeas because that's what we had. I just put some things on it, and I'm going to be crunching into that soon. But so instead of lettuce, that's what we have this week at the house is coleslaw.
Yeah.
But so just wanted to say, I do realize that you are very reactive to food. And so I just wanted to shout out that you are very complimentary when something's new. Like, for instance, several months back when he first started watching and counting calories, Murphy was like, I'm going to go low carb. At first, he was like cutting carbs. So I'm looking in the refrigerator. I'm trying to think of something to cook. And that's just our arrangement. It's not like he can't cook for himself. It's just in our marriage.
Right, I did last night.
I cooked the most.
Yeah,
I cooked the most.
I did last night.
So
enjoy it.
I had a pack of sliced ham, and I had eggs and cheese. And so I brought out from the cabinet my muffin tin. You see where I'm going, Sam?
Yeah.
And I sprayed the tin, and I put the ham slices in each one of the muffin cups, and I scrambled up some eggs and poured them in, and I baked little egg cups with the ham being the cup. And he thought that was the coolest thing he'd ever seen.
The Canadian bacon part.
Oh, yeah. I thought
not ham.
I thought it was ham. Okay.
No.
It was Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
Either way.
Because it curves up
held
and it
it.
gets crispy and it's good.
But it's like that's not a new kitchen trick, but I guess you had never had it. So you're very easy to please in that regard,
I'm just a high sensory person, I think, in all areas of my life.
Yeah.
It's the reason I love music. I don't just like music. I love music. And
Yeah.
so I don't just like food. I love food.
Excess, yeah.
Right. But and all those carb substitutes actually are great because I've really reduced that. If I'm eating bread somewhere, it's only when I'm out. I'm
Once
not
in a
doing
while.
any of that stuff anymore.
Yeah, it's got to be really worth it.
Yeah. And so, as you experiment with things too, and you really are very creative, you're great at doing with what you have.
Yes.
Putting things together and trying something new. And sometimes, something just comes out of that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you probably, Sam, are the same way. You've been cooking for a long time.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a great point to reach in your life where you can just walk into the pantry and it's
create
like, I
something.
don't have anything, but I can make it up, boom, 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 out of
Right.
this. And
Yeah,
it's real good.
And what's interesting is not everyone can do that. And if you can do it, you don't realize that, I can stand in front of my pantry and know what's in the fridge and know what I can make.
It's kind of like not being bound by recipes.
Right. I play that game on the way home sometimes. What are we going to have for dinner? What do I have? And then this is what we're going to have for dinner.
Yeah.
And you just whip it up. But anyway.
I need to, when you were talking about the dressing earlier, There's one I'm using now. I think it's Taco Bell, but I'll make sure. But it's an avocado ranch. And
that sounds good.
So
Delicious.
good. I've put it on so many things.
Now you need to put it in slaw and eat it on tacos.
That's what made me think I could put it on the slaw.
Yes, you could.
Yeah.
And that extra crunch inside the taco with the meat flavor, when the meat flavor is on point, you don't need much else. To me, the meat, the warm tortilla, the slaw that's seasoned, and maybe like a jalapeno. That would be a happy taco to me. 2-3 things, and that's it.
You know, that what you're describing, Sam, the avocado ranch, I think is what Green Goddess is, essentially.
Oh, okay.
It may have a few little different spices in it, but it's because, I mean, at least when I've had Jodi is more like
I'm not sure.
it's kind of got that tanginess, I guess, or the sour cream part that ranch dressing has. I don't know what that is, the onion part, whatever it is.
Here we go.
So am I wrong?
Green Goddess dressing. Tangy condiment originating in the 20s, traditionally made with mayo, sour cream, anchovies, tarragon, chives, and lemon juice.
Oh, really?
That's what it says. Highly versatile, used as salad dressing, veggie dip, or sauce for fish and poultry.
So I guess the version, so what I had was an avocado Green Goddess is what it was called on the salad I ate the other day.
Well, that was at a restaurant, so they can make
blended
whatever they want.
I wonder if they put the anchovies in it because it was more Caesar-like.
That's
Man,
why.
That's
Then that's
good.
what it is. Then
That's
definitely
delicious.
what it was.
Yeah.
That's the
Avocado ranch from
Taco Bell.
So that's not a dressing, that's a sauce.
Yeah, well, it says creamy sauce, but
But it works.
it works.
drizzle
I mean,
that
in
on
salad
the same
dressing is sauce.
consistency,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Yeah. So just want you to know, I know I've picked on you for years about that because it is true. There have
Well,
been
thanks.
times when you've said something to me about something I've prepared and I'm like, oh. But there are also just as many times as when you're just wowed by something. And so that's
you're great
that's
at
a
what
happy
you do.
And I will always remember the wows. Keep the wow Wednesday.
You-
I remember your wows.
So
of
rarely,
coleslaw.
so rarely is there anything that's off about something. In fact, you know, most of the things that have ever been off have really been more about the things my taste versus the way that you're cooking it. There's only been one time that I remember there was an issue with something that you made, and
Here we go.
Well, we had friends over. You remember this, and you
Oh.
put the wrong.
I bought the wrong cheese. I bought spicy cheese. I grabbed the wrong, and so they were staying with us, and I had made like cheese grits in the morning, and so we.
They were
grated
the hottest things I have ever put. It was uncomfortable to eat.
and it was a mistake. I didn't
I
mean to
know.
buy that one.
how many times do you make mistakes like that?
She doesn't.
Like,
Rarely.
I have done it twice that I remember using cinnamon instead of chili powder.
Oh,
You know, like when you grab
it
it,
ended up being sweet instead of.
it's like, oh, there's the chili, and you grab,
Right.
you see the C, and you grab it, and then when you eat it, it's like, whoa, where'd that come
Very
from?
different. And
Yeah.
what's funny is that's one of the things you're supposed to do in cooking is try different things. Someone once told me, hey, put hazelnut, in next time you make chicken and see what it tastes like. I didn't like it, but that's one thing to play with. If you're bored, if you're making the same 5 meals, play.
Well, and especially if you're working from the same family of things, so a hazelnut, if you like slivered almonds in something, then it's the natural kind of thing to experiment. It's all
Maybe
in the
so.
same kind of group, tree
Correct.
nuts or whatever it is.
Yeah,
you're
correct.
using. I love that. Yeah.
Anyway.
Murphy, I want to ask you, since you brought it up, what did you make for yourself last night?
Oh, it was just ground chicken patties that I put in, and it was a soy. I just kind of did a little soy base that I put in, a soy sauce type base, so that it had a bit of an Asian flair to it. It was nothing
And I had
fancy.
made him
but
a
it was
salad
good.
on the side.
But you see, but I will
Like,
do
I love
things
that.
like, one thing I've reintroduced, I had stopped doing it for a while, but, I just use extra virgin olive oil as a base for anything in the pan now. If I'm going to put oil in, I know it's got some calories. At least it's a decent oil to do that with because, I don't know, it flavors
actually need
everything
that.
better. I'll use that in eggs now, too. I don't just use the bare pan with butter or anything like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's usually that
you
that
actually
oil.
need that for your
I don't.
your
I
body.
mean,
You need really good extra virgin olive oil. It
yeah,
is
they actually, I
good
guess they
for
say
you.
the science, the whole Mediterranean diet is supposed to be like the best possible thing for you, period.
for heart health.
And I know the other things I put in it may not make it the Mediterranean diet, but it's close. But yeah, that's all I did. I was just chicken patties, and Jodi had actually made the slaw, again as a little surprise on the side.
Like there's something for you in the.
Yeah.
I went somewhere last night. I had an event, and so I left the salad in the fridge and said, "You make your own chicken," because he likes to do, his however he wants to flavor it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smelled good when you came back in the house.
And you had
it
it did. And you had no critiques for the cook on your chicken?
He did a great job.
Great.
He really did. I was very impressed.
Yeah.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jody podcast.